Good evening, everyone. Round 5 of the NPLW is well upon us. Amy Webster here, bringing you all the action for an early top-of-the-table clash. Our host, Eastern Suburbs, sitting currently in second position, only thanks to Brisbane City having that early kickoff this afternoon. They take on Gold Coast Knights, welcoming them to Heath Park for some Saturday night football. Eastern Suburbs unbeaten in their campaign so far, held last week by Gold Coast United to a 2-2 draw this evening. Tough matchup on their hands, welcoming Gold Coast Knights, who come into this one having leapfrogged Lions into second spot prior to this round, following a 4-2 win on the road last Saturday evening. We'll run you through our sides as both sides get set. We'll start with our home side, Eastern Suburbs. Number 1, Emma Gibbon. Number 3, Holly Clark. Number 5, Kate Muscat, and a captain for this evening. Number 11, Lila Utateo. Number 14, Abby Taylor. 15, Tiana Karambasis. 17, Shian Roselli. 19, Ashley Paravicini. 22, Ellie Caspanello, 24, Tegan Riding, and 42, Drew Dempsey. Our visitors captained there by Amy Morland have number 1, Emily Clark between the sticks, number 2, Corey Kane, number 3, second game of the season for Holly Palmer, number 5, Claire Farrington, number 8, Amy Morland, number 10, Rika Tano, number 11, Robin Spilsbury, number 12, in goal scoring form, Harriet Withers, number 16, Eri Takamura, number 17, Bronte Rose, and 20, Hinata Yamaguchi. Our officials in the middle, just getting our teams prepped and ready. Referee for this evening, Rachel Solomon, assisted by Jackson Davis and Tanisha Heyman Fuller, and fourth official, Declan Lane. So confirmation of those sides. That is an unchanged Gold Coast Knights side from their win over at Luxury Paint Stadium last Saturday evening. Easts just with the one change. Holly McQueen, they're switching out their Hollies this evening. Holly McQueen drops to the bench, allowing Holly Clark to come in and take her place. Eastern Suburbs under the watchful eye of Tim Richards, who's currently holding the fort while Lachlan Long is over with the Philippines in the Women's Asian Cup. He has a well-deserved spot in their coaching team as technical director, which is definite commendment to the work that Lachlan Long does for the women's game. And Gold Coast Knights, of course, under the guidance of Glyn Boyd, who stepped in to take the reins this season. So it is Gold Coast Knights who will get us underway. They are setting up left to right in their dark away strip. And our hosts, Eastern Suburbs, in that all orange strip. Shian Roselli occupying that left-hand flank. Early kickoff, as mentioned. Brisbane City taking on QAS for the 3:45 kickoff. Brisbane City enjoying themselves, coming away 5-0 victors, thanks to goals from Ish Norrie, Steph Latham, Anna Hirakara. She's having quite the season so far, Anna Hirakara. And Marley Danger completing the goals for Brisbane City. The 6 o'clock kickoff this evening, Souths United currently holding Olympic to a 0-0 draw half-time over at Perry Park. South's strikers, of course, 2 home games to their name. And here is Amy Morland finding Withers with a familiar first-time ball into the box. Harriet Withers just in that right channel. Harriet Withers and Bronte Rose, of course, do like to switch and change as the game progresses, keep us all on our toes.
Challenge. Good hold. Next one, and again.
Holly Clark just coming to meet that one, and Captain Kate Muscat happy to clear that over for a Knights throw.
Hey, just hold shy, hold shy.
And the other 7 o'clock kickoff this evening, just to complete the around the grounds, 7 p.m. kickoff, Kapalaba against Gold Coast United. So I'll do my very best to keep my eye on those scores as the evening rolls on. Tano, Gold Coast Knights. Pretty comfortable with their ball at the feet along the back line, as are many of these NPLW sides. There's a lot of work going into the goalkeeper training across the league. Tiana Karambasis just twisting and turning her way from the Gold Coast Knights midfielders, and Holly Palmer takes advantage of that loose ball. Possession returns to Knights, given away though to Eastern Suburbs. And this time the ball from Tiana Karambas is just rolling over front of those spectators in the stands. Both sides just using these first couple of minutes just to get settled and try and get a hold on the ball. Kane finding Spilsbury. Corey Kane with a lovely ball down toward Withers to chase, but collected well there. Emma Gibbon. Tegan Ryden just seeing that one bounce overhead. Tano. Morland now poking that one back to Spilsbury, and again first time ball, just trying to play those balls into space pretty quick, take advantage of the attack. Some cracking goals across the league so far as we creep along in this 12th NPLW campaign. We have been, touch wood, very lucky that the weather has not disrupted too much. It's been a pretty dull, dark, moody day across Brisbane today, but the rain has kept at bay. Drew Dempsey, one of the new faces at Heath Park, skips around and has a shot from range and just sails over the bar from the number 42. Drew Dempsey did snag her first goal for the club in that round 3 blockbuster against Brisbane City. Eastern Suburbs coming away 4-2 winners. It was a cracking clash. Bronte Rose with room on the left. Support from Amy Morland, Eri Takamura. Amy Morland poking it forward, cut out at the back by Easts. Robin Spilsbury though finds Palmer. A little bit of head tennis in the middle of the park, but Holly Palmer happy to just slow things down for Knights, and that ball goes loose. Eastern Suburbs with the throw. Ball back to Emma Gibbon, just a little rushed in the defence, and does give Gold Coast Knights a throw a little further up the field. Hinata Yamaguchi, new Japanese signing for Glyn Boyd's side. Pretty stable side, Gold Coast Knights. The only fresh faces are those of Emily Clark and Hinata Yamaguchi in this starting 11. Knights, of course, saying their farewells to Atsuko Watanabe as that ball just creeps over and behind Abby Taylor with the defensive duties. And this will be the first corner of the match. For anyone who did tune in to the Lions Knights game last weekend, they know how dangerous Gold Coast Knights can be from these set pieces. This one that goes short. Ball in towards the penalty spot and cut out by a sea of orange. Tegan Ryden now up against Corey Kane. Holly Palmer striding to get back. Ryden goes for the shot. Tegan Ryden goes it alone. She does not need the support. Tegan Ryden putting the home side in front on the 7-minute mark. She had a few yellow shirts running in for support, didn't need them. And Tegan Ryden is adding to her tally. That is 5 in 5 for Tegan Ryden. Somewhat against the run of play there, as it was initially a Gold Coast Knights corner, but as we saw against Lions last week, that's all it takes is one break downfield. Tegan Ryden unsurprisingly named in the 2025 team of the season.
Drew, disconnect in a bit, just central. Yep.
Ball from Gibbon, cut out. Eri Takamura, good defending there. Eastern Suburbs, it falls into the path of Withers. Lovely little 1-2 with her captain, and Withers just standing off to allow East to clear that, and they clear it well off Harriet Withers to retain possession. Eastern Suburbs. Holly Palmer. Catano finding Bronte Rose.
Good, Katie, well done. Yeah, find a pass.
Gold Coast Knights just smothering Eastern Suburbs inside their own half to try and win the ball back and attack from the front, and win it back they do. Holly Palmer now with a lovely ball through to Withers. Withers still with her back to goal. And this time it is cut out at the back by Shian Roselli. Will be a Gold Coast Knights on this near side. Just a short delay in play while we get a little bit of medical attention. Like that may be Ree Catano, who's taken a knock on the bench for Glyn Boyd's side. Paloma Oliveira did come off the bench last week and scored a beautiful volley. Get her name on the score sheet against Lions. Paige Taylor, Dominique Spampinato, Ash Adamson, and the young goalkeeper Asher McVeigh. Waiting in the wings for Gold Coast Knights. Occupying the bench for our home side, the young promising goalkeeper Zoe Reeder, 15 years old and already pipped to be a future star for the Matildas. Got Mayin Lewis, Maya Bruckner, Stella Mazzoni, and Alyssa Borodin, and of course Holly McQueen. So Ree Catano will go off on that far side while she receives some treatment. And Gold Coast Knights now free to take the throw. Yuri Takamura, the recipient. First touch gives it away, and Tegan Ryden Fires that one on the switch.
Step up, get out shape.
It's the space that Drew Dempsey would usually be occupying in an attack, but Eastern Suburbs just regaining their shape as they defended that throw. Gold Coast Knights
Bobby, step up a little bit, East.
possession inside their own half.
Good. Well done. Hold it for us, Steve. Hold it. Good. Like it, well done. Go support.
Ellie Caspanello dispossessed. Holly Palmer with the fancy feet in midfield. We know she likes to run. Little nutmeg in the middle up against Abby Taylor. Eri Takamura still a player down Gold Coast Knights as Rika Tano is now waved back onto the field of play. Just walking a little gingerly, Rika Tano. Rose winning her side. A corner over on the far side. Cleverly played against the Eastern Suburbs defender.
Set up early, ladies. First contact.
Harriet Withers to take. Ball in is a deep one. And Emma Gibbon does well, spills under pressure, but does well just to regain. That was exactly the kind of set piece we saw from Withers that sailed in last week against Lions.
Well done, Keegan. Excellent work, teams. Well done.
Good Leela, tuck.
Sensational, M. Gibbon. Well done.
Corey Kane, Robin Spilsbury and Hinata Yamaguchi just adapting to more of a wing-back position
Good. Well done, Holly. Next
as
one.
Knights go on the attack. Eri Takamura trying to skip a challenge, gives the ball away. Holly Palmer now in the middle of the park, and a shot from distance. Holly Palmer doesn't find the target. It's given away there into the path of Palmer, and the shot not too troublesome in the end. Yamaguchi, good tight play there, just creating angles. Lovely little step over from Katano, leaving it for Takamura. Spilsbury now squaring it to Withers. First time shot, Harriet Withers, and just a little too much air on that one, and Emma Gibbon able to just watch that one sail down comfortably into the gloves.
That's right. Challenge. Up. Good.
Roselli nods that one forward, no one there. Corey Kane did have a little bit of time, but
Bring it out to
played first time, much to the advantage of Eastern Suburbs. Roselli, though, this time giving the ball away to Morland in the middle of the park.
keep dropping. Holly.
Takamura finds Katano. Morland finding Withers. Withers surrounded by orange, but does well to find her skipper.
Well done, Keegan.
Little turn out of trouble there, Eri Takamura, but loose ball. Katano, I think it was in the end. Still having a little bit of a limp on that ankle. Tano Yamaguchi again, lovely little 1-2s, great awareness from these players in those tight pockets of space. Ball in towards Withers and header, not enough bite in it to trouble Emma Gibbon, the Welsh keeper. Palmer keeping hold of that one, finding Spilsbury on the near side. Holly Palmer, little run there from Withers, but chose to go inside. Morland now sending that one in the direction of Bronte Rose. Catano cut out well there from Holly Clark. Hinata with the ball forward and defended well. And over it goes for a throw.
Shot. Watch this back one.
Palmer with a chance from quite some distance. Plenty of time again for Gibber to see that one. And Gibbon just allowing her side to reset as she fires that one downfield. Tegan Riding just hoping that one was going to come off into the path. Drew Dempsey with a lovely ball into the path of Caspanello. Claire Farrington stands her ground. And first time from Tiana Karambasis and into the gloves of Emily Clark. Again, just a little bit too much air on that one. Fell nicely into the path. Karambasis, first time shot, why not? But collected well there by the former Lions keeper. Katana this time firing that one forward. It's Robin Spilsbury now who's got the time to run, but cut out up against Leela Utateo. Lovely footwork, Karambasis, and just that stray ball down the line, little overzealous, and the throw goes to Gold Coast Knights. Tegan Riding, losing out there at the back. But ball forward. No Knights players far enough downfield. So we see lovely vision of Brisbane City and the lights beyond Heath Park. It's a pretty steamy day in Brisbane. And here is Withers. Left foot shot. Has a crack with her right and over it goes. First attempt there from Harriet Withers. Just firing that one into the back of Leela Utateo. And trying to take advantage of Emma Gibbon off her line for that second attempt. "20 minutes gone. The hosts, Eastern Suburbs, ahead thanks to Tegan Riding on 8 minutes. Here is Tegan Riding. She's got the overlap run from Karambasis. Cut out though, gets another chop at it, Tegan Riding. And this time, Caspanello. Claire Farrington with the defensive duties. Eastern Suburbs now with a chance for a throw deep inside the Gold Coast Knights half. Tegan Riding did go to give it back to Caspanello, but she was coming back from an offside position. Gold Coast Knights switched off. Eastern Suburbs did not. Caspanello now with a ball into the box, but into the gloves of Emily Clark it goes. It was good play there from Eastern Suburbs to keep that ball alive. It was Shian Roselli who stayed switched on.
Emma.
Harriet Withers trying to chase Leela Utateo with a clever little run across just to distract the run of Harriet Withers. It'll be a throw just at the changing room end here at Heath Park.
Yeah, Katie's got that. Holly, that's good. Hey, like I've seen under 9s do better than that. That's 2. Is that a foul spot? I don't think so.
Be Harriet Withers as per usual. This time with an in-swinger. And everyone swinging and missing. It was Yamaguchi with a shot. And this time, Farrington, offside flag does go up. It was Claire Farrington who was just trying to dive in on that one at the end. Missed a couple here. Amy Morland with the first swing. Hinata Yamaguchi with the second. Bronte Rose. And it was Claire Farrington just finding herself in an offside position. Tegan Ryden putting the pressure on. Emily Clark comfortably dealing with that one outside of her area. Leela Utateo shielding that one well to ensure her side keeps the ball. Harriet Withers poking that one off the foot of Ellie Caspinello for a Gold Coast Knights throw.
So Drew, just hold. Challenge, come on. Go get our shape. Hold.
Spilsbury playing it back to Corey Kane.
Good, Tees, connect across.
Drew Dempsey on that far side, little step over. Trying to find the feet of Taylor, but cut out well. Farrington. Bronte Rose trying to get an attack started for Gold Coast Knights. Harriet Withers furthest up the field. She'll need a bit of support. And Leela Utateo says, let's just poke that one through the legs and reset.
Try just in front here. Yeah, TK, away.
Tiana Karambasis with the goal for Eastern Suburbs in their round 4 draw against Gold Coast United. 2-2 draw. 1 goal going down as an own goal. Iri Takamura losing out there. No free kick, says our referee Rachel Solomon. Unsurprising to see these sides battling it out at the top of the table early doors in this league campaign. Pretty evenly matched in the league so far. 10 goals scored for Eastern Suburbs compared to Gold Coast Knights. 11 prior to this game kicking off. And only 5 and 4 conceded respectively. For the statisticians amongst us, 2.5 goals per game for Eastern Suburbs, 2.8 for Gold Coast Knights. So pretty evenly matched, and this one so far is proving to be a fairly tight one. Only Tegan Ryden's early surprise catching Gold Coast Knights off guard. Emily Clark's ball finding the feet of Bronte Rose. Catano in a lovely bit of space there. Time to turn. Lays that one off for Palmer. Lovely through ball forward for Spilsbury, but Leela Utateo does very well, looking very confident at the back. The 21-year-old left back. Spilsbury gets it back. Lovely square ball across from Catano, a little dummy that surprised even Amy Morland, and the shot off in the end. Just takes a little touch off Ellie Caspanello just to take the sting out of that one. Drew Dempsey up against Yamaguchi, great defending at the back. Drew Dempsey still sticking around, but Hinata Yamaguchi does very well to clear the lines. Loose touch there, Bronte Rose does allow Eastern Suburbs to get possession back. Gibbon playing to feet. Karen Barsis finding herself in a great bit of space on this left side. Shan Roselli to her right. She goes left to Leela Utateo. And Tegan Riding unmarked, but first time ball over the back for a goal kick. Lovely spell of play from Eastern Suburbs. It was a great run forward there from Utateo, and the first time shot would have been pretty special from Tegan Riding, but didn't catch it as she would have wished. Olympic have taken the lead against South's strikers in that 6 o'clock kickoff. Kapalaba and Gold Coast United, the other 7 o'clock kickoff this evening. Drew Dempsey now again finding herself in a bit of space, getting into her groove on that right side. Drew Dempsey, but cut out well. Claire Farrington. Drew Dempsey having joined from Florida Atlantic Uni, played in the NPL Victoria last season for Burundara Eagles. She's a graduate of Florida Atlantic University. So a strong new signing, 23-year-old, and did bag her first goal for the club in round 3 against Brisbane City. Lovely play there, Tiana Karambasi. She's all over the park and fires that one across. Bit of work to do for Shian Roselli. Amy Morland gets there first, finds Withers. Withers, lovely bit of pace to get past Leela Utateo. Tries to poke it through to Eri Takamura, but defended well at the back. Eastern Suburbs. Caspanello dispossessed by Amy Morland. Takamura now just forced to play back the way she's facing. Some smart defending there from Holly Clark.
Good, stay now, TK, drop here. Well done.
Bronte Rose up against Katie Muscat, the captain. Bronte Rose does very well to keep the ball and fires it in towards the back post. Harriet Withers was there, but it goes behind for a goal kick. Bronte Rose just trying to take advantage of that angle and try and have a crack at that top right-hand corner. She did well there up against Katie Muscat. the Eastern Suburbs skipper. So only one fixture to close off round 5 to be played on Sunday this week. That will be the Sunshine Coast hosting Lions FC. Spilsbury putting a boot through that one. Lovely touch, Bronte Rose. Hoping for a lucky bounce, but cut out well there in the middle from Abby Taylor. Knights have it back at their feet though, with Corey Kane. A little bit of shuffling going on at the back for Gold Coast Knights. Hinata Yamaguchi now on this right hand side. Katano. Again, lovely little bit of link-up play with that triangle football. Spilsbury finds Withers, gets it back. Couple of options ahead of her. And Morland with a crack, and into the gloves it goes. Beautiful little phase of play there from Glyn Boyd's side. You can almost see that coming straight off the training ground with the 1-2 touch passing. And here they come again. Just trying to create something here, Gold Coast Knights. Given away though to the dangerous Tegan Riding, but her pass forward too long for Ellie Caspinello.
Katie, keep going, keep going. Get in front, Katie, go on.
Palmer. Ball through towards Withers. Withers creeps it into the left-hand side. Harriet Withers, cool as you like. It's a lovely ball forward. It's Holly Palmer who collected it in that centre circle. Ball forward, just creeping past Leela Utateo, and Harriet Withers didn't have to hammer that one, and she finds the equaliser. 34 minutes. The matchup to watch, or the players to watch, of course, this evening. Many would say Tegan Riding and Harriet Withers, who are currently the two players occupying the top of the stats ladder with goals. 6 for Harriet Withers, 5 for Tegan Riding. Anyone keeping count? Takamura. Good control, left foot ball forward, cut out. Tiana Karambasis, who just has the freedom to roam for Tim Richards' side. She's just pulling the strings across the middle of the park for Eastern Suburbs. A former A-League player. Morland, lovely ball through, but wrong side of Withers. 3 orange shirts around her, and a little wave of acknowledgement there from the teacher, Harriet Withers. Roselli. Shian Roselli. Ball does eventually make its way through, but Corey Kane has time to let that one roll over the back. Shian Roselli, another new signing for Lachlan Longside, signing from Lions. Experience in the Victorian Premier League with Geelong Galaxy. Tano forcing Karambasis to play that one back. Ashley Paravicini playing it to Gibbon. Knights putting the pressure on, forcing Gibbon to play the ball. And the offside flag up against Harriet Withers there. 37 minutes on the clock. 0-0 in the game against Kapalaba and Gold Coast United. Robin Spilsbury just taking that one to the face from Tegan Ryden. So referee Rachel Solomon just coming over to check. It was an unintentional ball to the face there, just off the boot of Tegan Ryden. Just trying to flick that one over the defender's head. Spilsbury just happy to shake that one off. Corey Kane, consistent figure in the back line for this Gold Coast Knights side. It's a pretty consistent side all across the park, but one would imagine that Corey Kane's name is one of the first on the team sheet. A strong presence anchoring that defence. Lovely switch over to Leela Utateo up against Catano. Forces her back well, Catano.
Time.
Ball to feet, Abby Taylor. Eastern Suburbs just enjoying a little bit of room in possession, but that loose ball could have been a dangerous one into the path of Harriet Withers. Caspanello trying to poke that one through, and Hinata Yamaguchi happy to play that back to the feet of her keeper. Palmer. Long ball down, and again, who is there but Harriet Withers. Square ball with her left, little back heel into the path of Morland, but bit too much of a stretch for the captain, and Eastern Suburbs come away with it. Roselli finds Riding. Riding fires it into Holly Palmer. Good pressure from Eastern Suburbs. They force the error. Muscat given away. Bronte Rose. 5 minutes of normal time left on the clock here at Heath Park. And Muscat just fell in Ricatano there. It's a free kick. Will be Hinata Yamaguchi leaving that one to Ricatano. Holly Palmer coming across as well. Setting up. Not quite in conventional striking range, but you never know what could happen when some of these players are standing over the ball. Catano flares it in toward Claire Farrington. Farrington does get a little touch on it. Muscat does well to get a foot in. And Utateo just nudging that one over, not quite managing to find the break, Eastern Suburbs, but they can get set to defend this throw. Palmer skips the challenge. Palmer still in possession, skips another, but runs into trouble with Roselli. Palmer still manages to keep the ball, and in the end comes off Holly Palmer's knee. Nice throws given to Gold Coast Knights though, so we continue with Catano. Left foot strike, and just nudges wide. Gibbon keeping an eye on that one. Catano with the left foot strike, and yeah, just not dipping enough there on that top left corner. Iri Takamura with the tricky step overs on that far side, dispossessed. Drew Dempsey doing very well there up against Hinata Yamaguchi, but it was Gold Coast Knights just creeping their way down that far side of the pitch. Iri Takamura nearly playing that one into the path of herself. Bronte Rose now with the switch, looking for the opposite wing with Harriet Withers. Spilsbury given away. Corey Kane cut out there at the back. Muscat, if that had have fallen into the path of Bronte Rose, she potentially is in a good position for a strike, but Kate Muscat and all of her experience, she was also named in the 2025 team of the season. Clark. Gibbon just putting a boot through that one. Iri Takamura dispossessed, 2 against 1. Ref says fairly. Knights get it back. Morland using Farrington. Gold Coast Knights just switching to a back 3 and a back 2 when they are in attack. Hinata Yamaguchi and Robin Spilsbury just allowed a little more freedom to move forward. Lovely ball forward. Karambas finding Tegan Riding, goes for the first time effort with her left foot and safely into the gloves it goes. It's a lovely ball forward. Tegan Riding just with Farrington coming over her right shoulder, decides to go first time. And Riding just limping her way out of that challenge. That is 45 on the clock. There'll be a little bit of stoppage. As Drew Dempsey comes forward. She's got support in the middle from Shian Roselli. Ellie Caspinello. Tiana Karambas is also coming in. And ball forward, it is collected by Emily Clark. Shian Roselli is hoping to run onto that one, but Emily Clark beat her to it. Ashley Paravicini fires that one forward. Katana stopping that one dead. Morland again, first time pass forward. Morland gets another chop at it. This time finds Katana. Takamura. Kane. Palmer gives it back. Nudged forward by Withers and cut out there. She's not quite strong enough, that pass forward from Harriet Withers. Knights having to settle for the throw. Tano making the run, gives it back to Spilsbury. The throw, a bit of work to do to keep that in, and over it goes. It is going to be a corner, just misjudged at the back. Ashley Paravicini. Did look like that ball coming from Robin Spilsbury. It might just find its own way over, but Ashley Paravicini just misjudging that one slightly, so there'll be a Gold Coast Knights corner late in this first half. Withers driving that one in and straight into the gloves of Emma Given. Eastern Suburbs avert the danger at the death of the first half, and that is time on this first 45 here at Heath Park. Tegan riding with the early opener for the hosts. Harriet Withers with the equaliser on 34 minutes. Plenty to keep our eye on in the second 45. We'll be back with you very shortly. Welcome back to this second half coverage here on FQTV. We are at Heath Park. Our hosts, Eastern Suburbs, taking the lead in the 8th minute thanks to Tegan Riding. Harriet Withers bringing things back even on 34. Plenty of action ahead of us. Amy Webster here bringing you all the action. We will keep an eye on any personnel changes. You can see Paloma Oliveira has joined things for Gold Coast Knights, so we'll get confirmation of who she has replaced. It may likely... Oh no, Rika Tano is still there. She's shaken off that early knock.
Shift it away, good. Shift it. Good.
Plenty of football in the middle of the park for both sides, evenly matched as expected in the first 45. No clear-cut chances to force too many saves from our keepers, but a couple of chances nonetheless. Holly Clark in that right-back position. Tim Richards with the reins for Eastern Suburbs this evening. Glyn Boyd overseeing things as usual for Gold Coast Knights. And there is confirmation of that change. It's Holly Palmer who's made way at half-time. Holly Palmer still building up that game time, having only started in round 4. And confirmation of the final score in this evening's 6 o'clock kickoff. Souths losing out 3-0 to Olympic. Souths with a player sent off. 0-0 between Kapalaba and Gold Coast United. And the other 7 o'clock kickoff this evening. Catano on the ball. Withers and Spilsbury linking up well. Bronte Rose just trying to square that one into Takamura. Comes loose. Takamura has another chop at it, but Eastern Suburbs do well. Catano trying to just have a little dink over. And the ball eventually falls at the feet of the centre half. Farrington, formerly of Brisbane City. This is her second season with the Croatian side. Paloma Oliveira, Hinata Yamaguchi who picks up the scraps onto Rose. And Takamura playing that one forward. Yamaguchi finds it at feet but hesitates. Amy Morland firing that one in. Paloma Oliveira, a couple of shouts, forehand ball. Waved away by Rachel Solomon. First it was Amy Morland, then Paloma Oliveira. Oliveira was an impact sub last week, coming off the bench to score that beautiful volley. And what turned out to be Gold Coast Knights' third on the night. A little bit scrappy in the area there. Calls of handball on 2 occasions, but Rachel Solomon was in a pretty good spot. Kane trying to keep it alive. Paloma Oliveira going down under the challenge. And Eastern Suburbs throw is all that it will be. Clark put out and the bounce, just evading Amy Morland. Calls of offside against Tegan Riding. Riding allowed to get there before the whistle does go. Gold Coast Knights back line seeming pretty sure, but knowing that they have to play to the whistle. Tegan Riding 5 in 5. It's her tally. Rose, room to turn, Bronte Rose. Can she have a crack? Yes, she can. Forces the corner. Forces the save from Emma Gibbon. Bronte Rose up against Ashley Paravicini. Has time to get the ball out of her feet. And Emma Gibbon down to her left. Bronte Rose lurking on the edge of the 18-yard box, as is Corey Kane. Amy Morland just straying away from the crowd. Harriet Withers playing it square, playing it short to Catano. Catano, left foot strike, over it goes. There's a short run from Marie Catano. She's trying something different here, Gold Coast Knights. Catano able to get it onto her left. Not able to find the target. Put out there by Paloma Oliveira, has a second go at it and finds Catano. Catano seeing the run of Withers. Withers just dragging her left at that, and already hands to the head before she even sees where that one ends up. 5 shots on target for Gold Coast Knights compared to Eastern Suburbs with their 3. Drew Dempsey winning her side throw. Her skipper Muscat will take. Karen Barsis wants it back, and she gets it. Finds the feet of Muscat. Takamura comes across, but Eastern Suburbs do well. Giving away though in the middle now, Farrington. One back, Abby Taylor. Lovely ball forward, finding Drew Dempsey. Just a little too much on that for Dempsey to chase. It was Taylor with the ball forward, diagonal slicing ball. And Drew Dempsey just not able to stretch for that one in the end. Tegan Riding wins her side of throw. Just down by the corner flag. Tegan Riding. Farrington cutting that one out. Oliveira trying to nod that one away from danger. Catano now putting a boot through that. Long ball goes loose. And Drew Dempsey just beating Paloma Oliveira to it. Tegan Riding. Ellie Caspanello with the chase. Corey Kane cuts that one out. Tegan Riding finishing last season 4th on the goal scoring ladder. 16 league goals to her name. Her colleague Kyla Hansen, of course, taking away the golden boot. Kyla Hansen getting her first professional contract with Brisbane Roar, so no longer in the side here at Heath Park. And here is a chance for Shianne Roselli, fired into the gloves. A good move from Eastern Suburbs. The first chance of the half. It was Riding, striding forward, Fell nicely for Shian Roselli.
Good.
And the angle in the end a little too tight.
Next one.
Square ball from Morland, finds Spilsbury. Lovely touch. Catano finds Paloma Oliveira, got Bronte Rose in the middle. Paloma Oliveira trying to sneak it round into that far post. And just wide of the mark it goes. It was a good effort from the number 14. Just bringing it back onto her right. Coming into this one with the confidence of her round 4 goal, Paloma Oliveira.
Yes, Al. Good turn. Man coming.
Leela Utateo with the ball in, cut out there at the back, Corey Kane. Catano beaten to it. Given away there, and Paloma Oliveira again cut out there though by Muscat. Eastern Suburbs just getting to the ball early. Paloma Oliveira makes up for it. Both sides just turning over possession to each other. Drew Dempsey does very well there to find her skipper. Karen Barsis given away to Oliveira, falls kindly for Kate Muscat. And wins her side a corner. Just twisting and turning there, trying to find herself some support. Muscat. Just reflecting on these sides facing each other in the 2025 campaign. Gold Coast Knights with 1 win and the other 2 fixtures ending in a draw. Corner kick goes deep towards the back post, and Holly Clark coming in, can't quite connect. Over it goes for a goal kick. Holly Clark did very well there just to get some height off the ground, but it's the connection that matters. Sides first meeting each other in round 4 in last season's campaign. Takamura and Catano on the score sheet for Knights. Kyla Hansen with the consolation for Easts in that fixture. Holly McQueen, who we've just seen warming up on the near side on the score sheet in the round 10. And the 1-1 draw. Free kick taken by Muscat, cut out at the back, Hinata Yamaguchi. Lovely ball forward, finds Paloma Oliveira, nods it in, but offside is the call. She did nod it into the path of Ricatano, but the whistle goes for the offside decision.
Connect across, connect back in. Let's go, Leela, in.
Farrington just nodding that one down into the feet of Oliveira. Holly Clark. Karambassis with a lovely ball to switch the play over to Lila Utateo on that far side. Ball in, sneaks behind. They're asking for a corner, and a corner they get. It was a lovely run forward on that left-hand side. Lila Utateo on the strike. Tipped behind for a corner kick. Corner goes deep again. Holly Clark again, the player as the target, but nodded away from goal. Eastern Suburbs, another tough fixture ahead in round 6. They welcome Lions to Heath Park for heading over to Nudgee Recreation Reserve to play QAS, and then back home for round 8 against the newcomers Kapalaba. Harriet Withers getting the better of the defence, squares it across. Bronte Rose with the strike, into the back of the net it goes. Bronte Rose has been lurking. It was a mistimed header taken advantage of by Harriet Withers, and Bronte Rose, no hesitation, fires that one into the roof of the net. It's a goal from each of the wingers for Glyn Boyd's side. Visitors taking the lead on the 62nd minute mark. Lila Utateo with a lovely overlapping run, just trying to swing the momentum back in favour of the hosts. Voice of the Eastern Suburbs coaching staff just urging their side, Tim Richards urging their side to just calm things down, find the next pass, keep the ball. Plenty of time left in this fixture. And just looking ahead to the next 3 fixtures for Gold Coast Knights. They continue on the road. They are homeless, of course, whilst their ground is being used as a training location for the Women's Asian Cup. Their fixtures fall with them travelling to Olympic for round 6, South Strikers for round 7, and they'll be coming up north again in round 8 for a fixture against QAS. Spilsbury with the throw. Goal scorer Rose just sees that one fall behind her, and Eastern Suburbs see that one out for a throw on the near side. Not sure if Glyn Boyd's taken a seat yet in this fixture, just down in front on the touchline. Gold Coast Knights manager. Sarah Boyd, a notable absence in the starting 11 for the last 2 fixtures. She did take a pretty heavy knock against Kapalaba. Ball falls loose to Catano, and Eastern Suburbs defend that one and avert the danger. They're now on the attack with Tegan Riding, Riding will run at Kane, tries to poke that one through into the path of Drew Dempsey, and Emily Clark out to collect. Lila Utateo plays that one off Harriet Withers.
Holly, Ellie.
And time for a change here for Eastern Suburbs. It will be Holly McQueen to replace Holly Clark.
Amy, you three in there. You still need to rotate. You still need to move. Yeah. Eddie's not our six. Everyone's a six.
And Stella Mazzoni to replace Ellie Caspanello. Holly McQueen, the one change in the starting lineup from last week. Tegan Riding fires that one in towards the 6-yard box. Little hesitation there from Emily Clark, but she collects calmly in the end.
Go to it.
Four league goals for Stella Mazzoni last season. Majority of the Eastern Suburb goals, as mentioned, coming from Kyla Hansen and Tegan Riding. So the spoils shared between many a player following those two names. Kate Muscat, the defender and captain, also snagging 6 league goals last season. Drew Dempsey now just occupying that position furthest upfield for Tim Richards' side. As mentioned, Lachlan Long may be spotted on your screens as you tune into the Asian Cup. Of course, the coaching staff and technical role for the Philippines national side. Paloma Oliveira, lovely spell here from Knights. Oliveira plays it square. Morland trying to force that one through. Eastern Suburbs see that one through to Emma Gibbon. Emma Gibbon with some experience over in the UK with Crystal Palace and Tottenham Hotspur. Some good experience under her belt. Slightly different league experience over in the UK. Very different weather experience in the UK. It's a sticky, humid day here in Brisbane. Tegan Riding now. Lovely little layoff. Tegan Riding, can she get it back? Emily Clark, the experienced keeper, formerly of Lions FC. Pretty confident in claiming that one just off the toes of Tegan Riding. As things stand, Gold Coast Knights will take top spots on the ladder. Odd minutes left in this fixture. Plenty can happen. The game can swing in many a direction before we hear that final whistle. Tegan Riding just putting some great pressure on Robin Spilsbury at the back. And we're going to see another change as we just have a pause for this set piece. Referee waves play on. The substitution not quite ready for us. And strike from range flies wide for Eastern Suburbs. Just taking advantage there of a little lapse in concentration. And it is going to be Maya Bruckner who is joining the game. And Drew Dempsey making way. Maya Bruckner returning from a knee injury. It kept her out for last season. Holly McQueen, formerly of Brisbane Raw, pokes that one forward, cut out by Catano. Catano forced into the corner but does well to keep possession. Oliveira now tussling with the Eastern Suburbs skipper. Takamura, Catano using her strength well.
Good, Stella, go on.
Spilsbury with a little change of pace. Trying to find a way through. Does find the ball into the box, but McQueen is the only person in the path of that ball. Gold Coast Knights having to settle for a throw. Sunshine Coast Wanderers and Lions FC will be the Sunday fixture of the weekend for anyone craving a little bit more NPLW action before the weekend is over. Muscat has Bruckner to her right. Paloma Oliveira coming back with the defensive duties. Good ball from Hinata Yamaguchi, but cut out from Lila Utateo. Trying to creep that one through the legs of Harriet Withers. Little layoff from Withers was a little loose, and Utateo takes advantage. Eastern Suburbs retain possession. Roselli keeping that one alive. And Spilsbury in the end standing strong to defend. Good defending, Eri Takamura plays that one from a seated position on the ground. Hinata Yamaguchi puts a boot through that one. Tegan Riding now with room to run. She's got Katie Muscat. Muscat with a left foot strike. Katie Muscat, we just mentioned 6 goals to her name last season. And here she is again to level things up. The captain taking control. It's a lovely ball from Riding. This is literally swinging in favour of both sides. We can't take our eye off this one. Tegan Riding with a lovely ball to her captain. Withers now with the ball at the other end. They forced the throw. The ball towards the back post. Bronte Rose peeling for a corner. Corner they will get. Eastern Suburbs missing out on the top spot at the end of the 2025 campaign to their visitors this evening, Gold Coast Knights. So they are hungry for success this season. Withers to send the corner deep. Headed at the back post. Eri Takamura strikes it. Falls to the feet of Farrington. Is she pulled down in the box? Referee is not having a bar of it. Hinata Yamaguchi plays that back to Emily Clark. Not too many appeals from the Knights players, so they forced to play on Harriet Withers. It was Eri Takamura just winding up to fire that one. So we will see another change. Amy Morland just handing over the armband to Claire Farrington. And it will be Paige Taylor to take her place. Taylor takes the throw. Oliveira, left foot ball into the box, over everyone it goes. Eri Takamura to chase. She's up against Tiana Karambasis, who gets there first. Lovely little step over from Roselli. Eastern Suburbs trying to find a way down that far side. Paige Taylor signing from Knights. 2 Knights. It was Gannon United Golden Knights over in the USA. She signed late last season for, at the time, Gary French's side. Eastern Suburbs with a crack. And that one takes a little clip and over it goes for a corner. This is end-to-end stuff here at Heath Park. The momentum currently swinging Eastern Suburbs way for this set piece. As we see this corner get set up. Little look around the ground. Gold Coast United have taken the lead against Kapalaba. Eastern Suburbs falls to the edge of the 18-yard box. Shian Roselli just tried to guide that one back in. Not a lot of power behind that from Shian Roselli, but she was looking for placement over power on that occasion. Fell nicely for her. And Spilsbury happy to just watch that one sneak behind. Holly McQueen got some strapping on that right leg. Plays it back to Gibbon. Gibbon gives it away to Catano. Catano drags it wide. Eastern Suburbs get away with that one. Couple of bounces there allowed by Eastern Suburbs, and the ball back. Not cleared away from danger by Emma Gibbon, but dragged wide by Catano. Put out at the back, Corey Kane a little further up the field, finds Oliveira, goes for the first time ball into Catano, but cut out by Tiana Karambasis. Now Farrington. Rose finds Takamura. Takamura, the ball forward for Withers. Withers with the first time ball across. And Oliveira's got something to chase here. It's stayed in on that near side. Eastern Suburbs deal with it well.
TK, well done. Stills, well done. Maybe Tyler, well done. TK. Hey, TK. Next one, team. Good? Yep. Abs, you good?
Taylor has just slotted into that left back position. Hinata Yamaguchi has moved forward into a midfield slot for Glyn Boyd's side. Plenty of versatility across the park for these players on both sides. Paloma Oliveira put a bit of pressure on. Allows that one to run through, keeping her shape on this near side. Paloma Oliveira. Katie Muscat square. Katano finds Takamura. We know she can shoot from distance. We've not seen too much of that here at Heath Park this evening, Iri Takamura. And claimed calmly by Emily Clark. Here is Yamaguchi in that more holding midfield position. Katano finds Takamura. Spilsbury gives it back. Switch toward Paloma Oliveira. Lovely ball. Oliveira has a little bit of space here. Ball across to Bronte Rose. Bronte Rose has her back to goal, so has to use Taylor. Patient play here from Gold Coast Knights. Iri Takamura. And here is that distance, but slices it wide and into the gloves. It bounces. Gold Coast Knights, I've mentioned, on the road for a fair chunk of the start of the season. Got a bit of a drive ahead of them once this game wraps up within the next 10 minutes or so. They'll be wanting to take more than a point back down the highway. Eastern Suburbs will be wanting to claim the spoils themselves here at home. Just a reminder of the next few fixtures for these sides. Eastern Suburbs hosting Lions in round 6. And Gold Coast Knights travelling to Olympic. Olympic getting their second win of the season earlier this evening against South Strikers. Oliveira with a lovely ball through. Withers up against Lila Utateo. That's been quite the battle this evening between Harriet Withers and Lila Utateo. Now Paige Taylor. And Paige Taylor decides to have a shot from distance and sees hers sail wide. A little optimistic there from Paige Taylor. Can either side grab the winner? Free kick. Gold Coast Knights. Paige Taylor going to leave this one to Farrington.
Make sure we set up. Don't need to be too deep, ladies. Go. All right, break.
And Farrington with a ball in straight toward the keeper, Emma Gibbon. Little bit of arms in the air from Katana, who was hoping that the ball would come into the group of players. Here is Hinata Yamaguchi. They have it back, Gold Coast Knights. Katana is in a good spot and can't quite get her toes on that one. She was on the edge of the 6-yard box. In a great spot, Ree Katana. Eastern Suburbs quick to distribute.
Get it down. Good, Maya. Get it down. Find a pass.
Eastern Suburbs urged to find feet and get that ball on the ground. Holly McQueen, Brisbane born. Just a little bit of protection. She had an ACL injury in her first season with Raw before becoming an integral player in her final season. Oliveira slides that one through. Bronte Rose forced wide, and Harriet Withers is there. Square ball across. Those two linking up yet again. Gold Coast Knights finding themselves in front again. Bronte Rose with a square ball across. It's the first time all night we've seen Harriet Withers with that amount of space. Lila Utateo has been on her tail all evening, and just a little lapse in concentration there allows Withers to nudge her side back in front. Top of the table clash delivering for us this evening, folks. It's an early top of the table clash in the grand scheme of things. Round 5 is where we're at. And Lila Utateo has made way for Alyssa Borodin. Lila Utateo has put in quite the shift on that left-hand side. Alyssa Borodin, a QAS graduate. And Gold Coast Knights with another corner. Yeah, unsurprisingly, not in a massive rush to take this. Harriet Withers has now got a bit of a jog on. Under the watchful eye of Rachel Solomon. She opts for the short corner. 3 minutes left on the clock. It's a long time to keep the ball in the corner. Eastern Suburbs not too impressed by that, but they do well and win themselves a throw. Katano and Iri Takamura disagree. It has been overturned. Our assistant on the far side giving it the way of Eastern Suburbs. And Rachel Solomon saying, actually, they've got a point. Eastern Suburbs crowding out the Gold Coast Knights attackers, so they do have an opportunity to clear the ball downfield. Claire Farrington finds Spilsbury. Gold Coast Knights again moving it nicely down that right flank, just creeping over the touchline there for Harriet Withers. Eastern Suburbs unbeaten so far in the league. Gold Coast Knights only with one defeat to their name in that round 1 Foundation Cup fixture. They stormed their way to success in their first season in the top flight. Eastern Suburbs, a name that we're pretty used to seeing up on the top edge of the table.
Come on, let's go, let's go. Katie, wide and high. High, here, Maya.
It's a pretty strong top 4 clash. Top 4 battle early doors in this NPLW campaign. Lions FC, Brisbane City also stamping their claim.
Go for that flick on.
Plenty of goals for us to enjoy throughout the early rounds.
Next one.
Paloma Oliveira plays that one into the path of herself. Cut out at the back, Katie Muscat. She's been a strong skipper as usual, Katie Muscat. That one comes loose. Bronte Rose collects. Takamura. Kept in on the far side, Eastern Suburbs. Can they take advantage? Given away.
Protect it. Okay. Good, next one.
Hinata Yamaguchi putting a bit of pressure on and forcing the throw. Paige Taylor will come across to take. Paige Taylor just happy to throw that one in toward the corner. We are now at the 90-minute mark. Little look at her watch, Rachel Solomon. Yuri Takamura just trying to turn and keep possession. Gold Coast Knights fighting to keep hold of this win. And over it goes for a throw. And Tiana Karambasis just told to go back to where the ball went out, inadvertently throwing the ball away from her skipper. Needs to want to get on with this and make some ground as we creep into the final stages of this round 5 fixture. Gold Coast Knights back in possession. Bronte Rose. Gold Coast United in the lead in the latter stages of their away game at Kapalaba. 2-1 the scoreline there. Eastern Suburbs with the throw. That one played off Rika Tano. Rika Tano doesn't agree, but it's very much in front of the officials. A minute and a half of added time has elapsed here at Heath Park. Robin Spilsbury, Corey Kane dropping back to support, and that one played nicely off Alyssa Borodin. It will be a goal kick. Cries over the last couple of minutes from the crowd. Gold Coast Knights hoping to hand Eastern Suburbs their first defeat of the season and claim that top spot.
Maya, stay high. Maya, up. Run, Ash. Maya.
Knights with the throw into the 3rd minute. Tegan Riding, one player you would want on the ball at the late stages. The experienced Tegan Riding, scorer of the opening goal here at Heath Park. Emily Clark, of course, happy to just collect that one and wind down the clock. Long ball downfield from Emily Clark. Hinata Yamaguchi happy to just stick a boot through that one. It's not necessarily pretty football at this stage of the game, but Knights doing what they can to keep the ball out of their half. Back it comes though. A little bit of work to do here for the defence, but they have the trusty Emily Clark marshalling from the back. Paloma Oliveira fires that one into the path of Harriet Withers. Can she put one final nail in the coffin? No, she can. Emily Gibbon equal to it. The 27-year-old coming out and claiming that one well. McQueen. Into the 5th minute of added time here at Heath Park. And Rachel Solomon calls time on proceedings. Gold Coast Knights handing Eastern Suburbs their first defeat of the season. Goals for Eastern Suburbs from Tegan Riding and a late consolation from Katie Muscat. Bronte Rose, Harriet Withers on the score sheet. 2 very familiar names for Glyn Boyd's side. Gold Coast Knights will take themselves into round 6. Looking down from the top of the ladder, it's been my pleasure to have your company this evening. Amy Webster here for FQTV. One more game of the round to come. Tomorrow is the 2 o'clock kickoff. Sunshine Coast Wanderers and Lions FC. Tune in for some Sunday football, and we will see you here on FQTV next week.